how I ended up with $55,000 in crypto for free because of a hack. First off, I would like to start by saying that I had nothing to do with the hack. I was also entitled to every last bit that I gained, and taxes were of course paid. Short version at the bottom. This is a pretty good story, so be patient. I'm not putting it out there to get anyone jealous. I started off with my first crypto investment with Ripple last March. Somewhere around August, well after Ripple had already mooned, I decided to cash out half my gains for a very nice profit. I also figured it would be a good idea to sell off about $500 worth and toss it into a handful of low min-cap shitcoins. Why not? It's all house money at this point. After browsing CMC, I discovered Smart Cash. The price was so low, about half of a penny, and after doing some research, it seemed like a pretty good idea helping out third world countries. I figured, what the hell, some of this shit might actually stick, and the website was very presentable. I also liked the experience since the team came from Dash. I spent about $50 or $60 and got 10,000 Smart Cash. There was also this rewards program, where if you held them in your wallet, you would get 25% extra a month. I dumped it into my Smart Rewards wallet and pretty much forgot about it for a few months. Since that point, I really didn't pay much attention to crypto at all. I was preparing to get married, I went on a honeymoon, my wife was pregnant, yada yada. Also, my wife was telling me, "You gonna lose all your money." I said, no. Anyway, here comes December rolling along, and I get a phone call from a friend, frantic about how to buy Ripple. That's another story. Lol. After that, I started checking out prices. My Ripple was up to 70 cents. Everything was mooning. That's when I noticed Smart Cash peeping its head out on the second page at about 20 cents. At this point, I forgot how much I had. When I looked into my Smart Rewards wallet, I was sitting with over 17K Smart Cash. Every day it kept climbing until it hit about 50 cents. I'm happy as shit at this point, checking prices of my cryptos every hour on the hour. All my shitcoins are going up. Euphoria. However, a couple days later, something strange happened with the Smart Cash price. It started tanking hard. This was before the total market crash occurred. It was down to 25 cents and falling. I knew something was weird and I thought maybe something bad happened with the project. Maybe they got an order to shut down. Whatever the case, I didn't have time to think rationally because every 5 minutes it was losing pennies at a time. I quickly sent everything to Cryptopia because it was still at 25 cents each for Litecoin only. I wanted to get my profits ASAP. Can you blame me? Lol. By the time the transaction approved, it was already down to 17 cents each, not even 30 minutes later. However, I noticed on Coin Exchange, low volume, they were still paired with Dogecoin at 48 cents each. So, screw it. I sold 5K for 17 cents each and sent the remaining 12K to CoinEx. I got it there just in time. Although there was very low volume, there were enough buy orders up to profit a total of 45 cents each. Nice. At this point, all pairings tanked to about 9 to 10 cents each. Screw it. I converted all Doge back to Bitcoin and bought 20K back for 9 cents each, and I still had about 3K in Bitcoin. That's when I noticed Smart Cash was still selling for around 15 cents each on Cryptopia and 18 cents on HitBTC. I sent 5K to HitBTC, 10K to Cryptopia, and 5K back to my rewards wallet. Again, screw it. I was trying to make a quick profit. Prices were so unbalanced I didn't know what the hell was going on. All I knew was that something bad happened and the coin was tanking. No time to think, lol. That's when everything got frozen and all my transactions were caught in limbo. Nothing was verified except for Coin Exchange telling me the transaction was complete. I did get my 5K Smart Cash to HitBTC, that was good. But I wasn't getting anything on my web wallet or Cryptopia for hours. So naturally, like everybody else would do, I was looking for answers on Reddit, the website, etc. Turns out there was a coin hack, and the hacker minted millions of coins and was liquidating all of them on every exchange. That's what caused the price to tank so quickly. The developers ordered a freeze of all transactions across every exchange and burned the same amount of coins that were minted. Somewhere mixed in the announcements on Discord, the devs weren't taking the minted coins back due to it being unfair for the people who bought them from the hacker. Their main concern was fixing the hack and getting everything updated. Now to the exchanges. At this point, Cryptopia, CoinEx, and HitBTC weren't continuing transactions until they updated their wallets, canceled all current transactions, and got issued the new coins by the Smart Cash team in the amount they held, withdrew, etc. for that entire day. I'm a little pissed because I'm out thousands of coins and have no clue when I'm getting them back. But not entirely. After all, at least I have 3K in Bitcoin for the $50 I spent. Lol, not too shabby. However, to all the people that bought in at the all-time high and had pending transactions, that sucks. My password to my web wallet wasn't working, and the devs disabled all wallets until further update. Meanwhile, the 5K coins I had on HitBTC started to moon. They rose to over $3. I knew something wasn't right. It was a madhouse, so I sold all of them off for almost $15,000. I don't give a F after that. I was right. This whole situation was messed up. The only reason those mooned was because of extremely low volume, and it was the only exchange that worked. Noobs were pouring in, buying up the supply. Hey, I'm now sitting with $18,000 in Bitcoin. I really can't complain. However, I would like my other 15K coins back. Who wouldn't? A couple more days pass and CryptoBridge gets created. We were able to send coins there and sell them. I sold them for about $1.10 each. I now have over $35,000 in Bitcoin. I also have an additional 15K smart cash waiting for me after Cryptopia rebroadcasts their transactions. 2 more weeks go by and so does the total market crash from the Arth. It's at the point where the market recovered back to $500 billion from $294 billion. Smart cash is still selling for 70 to 80 cents on CryptoBridge when finally Cryptopia updated their wallets and all transaction deposits withdrawals were rebroadcast. I sign on, and what do I find? Not just my 10K smart cash from the coin exchange deposit, I also find the original 17,328 I sent from my web wallet the day of the hack, LMAO. So not only do I hit $35,000, I have way more smart cash. I sold all $27,000 coin on CryptoBridge for about $18,000 over the course of 2 days. This wasn't a mistake. The team said in announcements about exchanges rebroadcasting, and I was told we would get double. When I asked why, I was told, that's just how the exchanges work in this situation. We have to recredit them all the new coins, yada yada. When asked if I can keep these, they said yes, it's not a problem. Okay, so the market dips again and CoinEx finally gets back up and running. Yeah, you guessed it. They rebroadcasted all transactions too. Yes, I ended up with another 5K in my web wallet and 10K on Cryptopia. Yes, Cryptopia rebroadcasted all deposits, CoinEx rebroadcasted all withdrawals, and the web wallets also reset. That's how I ended up with a free $55,000. That, of course, got cashed out. I'm debt-free now, LOL. Also, my original 17K Smart Cash is still back. I traded off half of them for alts, then donated the rest back to Smart Cash. Crazy, right?